Hi, this is Dawn Aziz, providing an example of how ChatGPT could be used to start your performance goal writing as you get ready for Cornerstone Conversations annual performance review. Sometimes it's easier to write a performance goal and not be looking at a blank piece of paper, but something you can edit. If you'd like to use ChatGPT as a beginning point, please do review Wayne State's guidelines for using generative AI and review Wayne State's values. Then discuss with your manager how you'll be able to contribute best to the unit strategic priorities and begin with the writing of some essence of your performance goal. In the example that we'll be using together, the example was, I just really want to improve customer service. When you have an idea like that, then you could go to an AI tool such as ChatGPT by typing openai.com. And you'll come to a page that looks like this. And we just want to get started, so I'm just going to click Learn More. And try it. You might also come to a landing page that says Start Now as a button. Either way, I'm brought to a prompt that says, where should we start? In an open box with a blinking cursor. And this is where I'm going to want to include some instruction to AI in order to help me out. In this example, I'm going to say, help me to make this performance goal more smart. And I'll type the essence of my idea in the box as well, and the arrow. And notice AI is going to give you a little tutorial on what SMART means. And allow you to provide a further prompt to get a little more fine-tuned. And in the further prompt, I might say, boy, the measurable aspect of this example that ChatGPT gave me of a percentage reduction in completion time, or on how more quickly I can complete tasks within a given time period, really inspires my thinking, and I'd like to include that in my example goal. And maybe I'll type a follow-up prompt that says, thanks for the measurable example. And show how it could be added to my original goal statement. I'm a big fan of how polite ChatGPT is. And I particularly like the way you can stack your prompts. So I started with one and I added to it, and take a look. It actually gave me revised goal text. And let's say I'm going to take the measurable example because I feel like that's relevant to what I'd like to achieve. But now I'm thinking about how performance goals need to include the Wayne State values and the way in which I might live those values. And so I'm going to add a follow-up prompt to say, can you please add ways in which I could include my organizational values, my organization's values into this goal statement to show the behaviors I'll seek to demonstrate while attaining goal success. And I'll say final goal is the one we like with the measurable. And I'll say values include. And here I'm going to want to go to the actual values webpage. And it's hr.wayne.edu/performance/values. Forgive me, I'm just going to pop up web browser for that. And take a look at how I could actually just copy and paste the values in. Now I want to read them because I need to know these values in order to know if ChatGPT did it well. But I also need to remove Wayne State references and I want to number the values. So let me just copy and paste. And then I'll just do a quick formatting and say the number one value is collaboration. And after collaboration, I'm looking for the number two value of diversity. Forgive me, I know it might be a little painful to watch me format. But let me add a number two so ChatGPT knows what I'm referencing. And the number three value is excellence. And so on. Number four is innovation. Number five is integrity. And six is leadership. As I'm looking through it, I do want to depersonalize it. And so I'm just looking for Wayne State references. I certainly could have put this in a different software package to help me search for Wayne State references before I copied and pasted them. I'm just going to do a big picture eye view here. And it's helping me to see, as I do so, what the values are. Because I really do want to be familiar with them, and I certainly want to demonstrate them. And now I'm going to go ahead and click the up arrow in the hopes that AI may give me a few examples that feel like I could edit them without too much trouble. I'm just doing one last glance through. I know this is on our website and it may be considered fair game to AI, but it just gives me peace of mind to make it as generic as possible. I certainly wouldn't want to include any Wayne State specific data or trademarked information or any confidential information at all about Wayne State. But here it's saying, okay, this is how you can incorporate the values into your performance goal. And in our example, I could simply say, while demonstrating these values. And I'm going to say, that's not good enough for me. It seems a little lazy. I'm And I'll just say, thanks. Can you share how that final SMART goal might provide example behaviors from value number 1? And so in this example, I'm noticing that I could have a SMART goal that allows me to think about improving customer service with measurable outcomes while demonstrating collaboration. And maybe I'd put a colon there and actually highlight some very specific ways in which I seek to engage with colleagues or individuals we serve, or strengthen relationships, proactively support them, initiate more quickly and more proactively ways in which I can inquire about how I can be of support. All of these are interesting concepts. I want to double check my Wayne State values before really selecting any of them. And I might say, please incorporate number 5 in the above collaboration example with text. Let's say, please incorporate it within my final SMART goal. And so my example is, not great. So here I see the limitations of AI. It's certainly giving me ideas. And so I like it for the thought starters. But it doesn't take all of the work off my shoulders. It does require, you know what it did? It added the value of integrity, which was number 5, within the context of collaboration. So it's pretty cool. It's thinking about intersections of that. But it didn't actually rewrite my goal as well as I would have liked. Please rewrite my final SMART goal. How about please write my final SMART goal to include specific behaviors for proactive communication. Only share the goal itself. No more. Let's just say, only share the goal itself. I don't know. All right, so I like that I don't have to read through more bullet of examples. This is telling me that I can achieve my measurable outcomes with service while demonstrating collaboration by proactively communicating to identify needs, share updates, and address challenges. Awesome. That's good. So that gives me both what I want to achieve and how I want to achieve it by living the Wayne State values. As I read this, I might still have questions like, what does it mean to proactively communicate and share updates? Is there a monthly schedule, for instance, I might abide by so that I could be a little more specific? But it certainly gives me a fantastic starting point. And now that I have this, I know I can copy and paste it inside Cornerstone as a way in which I can demonstrate what I'm going to achieve and how I'm going to achieve it. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions as you move forward with Cornerstone Conversations, and or writing performance goals, please don't hesitate to reach out to your HR consultant to OED at Wayne, and we'll be here to support you. Have a great day.